30-day SEO plan for niche marketers. Now, when a niche marketer embarks on the journey of building, an online business, at the forefront of their mind is how they're going to monetize their efforts. Usually, they focus on product creation, affiliate income, and list building. But soon they realize traffic is a major source of whether or not they will be capable of succeeding in this. And since most don't have deep pockets to invest in paid ads, they do their best to rank high in the search engines for targeted organic traffic. This isn't something that you can do overnight, but by carrying out a steady stream of changes to your site, you can start seeing results of your efforts. You'll beat out the competition and you'll see your site consistently ranking for targeted keywords and phrases. Now, the plan that follows lets you choose one simple task to implement every day for a month. This will allow you to start enjoying free traffic so that you can build a list and see your income start to rise. We'll see you in the next video. All right, day one, check the history of the domain name you're going to buy. The first thing you want to do, which may or may not be too late by the time you view this video, is to make sure that the domain you're purchasing doesn't have any bad history associated with it. For example, if someone owned the domain before you and used black hat tactics and spam people in their sites, then your domain might have ongoing issues associated with it. This will mess up your efforts to rank well with the search engines. You want your website free and clear of any trouble. Now, if you've already registered a domain and you find out that it has an iffy past associated with it, then you might want to take the content that you've created and migrate it to a new domain with a clean slate. Even if the previous owner did a good job of creating content and serving their audience, you'll still have your work cut out for you and you'll still be trying to dig yourself out of a big hole. People really think of old domains as great for SEO purposes, since they've already have some longevity associated with it. But if the domain owner was doing some shady stuff, then it'll mess up your search engine rankings. Also, in terms of getting that longevity that can benefit you with SEO, you want to make sure you're not changing domains every time you may think of a better one. It's better to just stick with what you have and let it grow. As long as your domain doesn't have a screwed up past associated with it, you should be good to go. We'll see you in the next video. Day two, create and submit a sitemap for search engines. When you choose your site name and you're starting to build it, make sure you're using a sitemap. This gives Google and other search engines a clear navigation for how their search bots can crawl your site. Some people think that having an HTML sitemap is outdated, while others continue to use it. Most people use an XML sitemap, and you can find plugins that can help you to do this automatically, making this a pretty easy process. There are some like the Google XML sitemap generator you can use that are free tools. It automatically goes to your site and looks at the traffic logs, files, and URLs and makes sure everything is up to date for the search engines. Officially, there are different sitemaps you can use in addition to the XML sitemap. Others include an image sitemap, video sitemap, and a news sitemap. We'll see you in the next video. Day three, secure your site with an SSL certificate. An SSL certificate is a security layer of protection called Secure Sockets Layer. This helps people avoid landing on unsecured networks that could harm their computer files. You want consumers to feel safe when browsing your site. and to be assured their personal information won't be stolen. An SSL certificate stops a warning from showing up that makes your site look as if it's been infected or even dangerous, even if it's not. Your hosting company or domain registrar can add an SSL certificate to your site if you like. Some hosts charge you extra for this, while others will include it in the price of your plan or give it to their customers free of charge. If you decide to go for a higher level of security, then it will cost you more. But for most niche marketers, you really don't need this. We'll see you in the next video. Day 4, make sure your site is mobile friendly. Excuse me. Many people bypass their laptop and their PC and they use their smartphone to access information on the web. You want to make sure your site is compatible with smart technology so that Google doesn't bury you in the SERPs for being non-compliant. Start by checking to see if the blog theme you've chosen to use is mobile responsive. You might have only checked using your own smartphone, but remember, not everyone uses the same kind. Go to Google and do a search for Google Mobile Friendly Tool. You'll enter your URL and it will take a minute to give you your results. They will tell you what issues your mobile readers may have, such as text being too small to read, incompatible plugin usage, screen dimensions not adjusted properly, and so on. We'll see you in the next video. Day number 5, check to see if your site loads quickly. Google really wants your website to load in under 3 seconds. Anything over that, and they might ding you in the search engines for a slow load time. That's because users will often click away and go somewhere else. The site has to load fast on desktops and mobile technology. So make sure when you're checking your site that you check both mobile and desktop speeds. There are many free tools online that you can use to test the speed of your site. You would just enter your URL that is, and click the Analyze button. It will first analyze your site's mobile and then desktop speed. It will also show you what you can do to improve load times on your site so you can make the necessary changes that will speed up your site. We'll see you in the next video. Day number 6, examine your site on all browsers and gadgets. While Google Chrome is the most widely used browser on the internet, it's not the only one. You want to make sure your website shows properly on all browsers and different gadgets like smartphones, iPads, Mac computers, and more. There are certain tools like crossbrowsertesting.com that you can use to check to see how your site looks on various browsers, or you can do it manually. You want to definitely check Firefox, Safari, and Opera. See you on the next video. Day number 7, categorize your posts for easy navigation. Every time you create a post for your blog, it will default to uncategorized, unless you specifically put it in a category. These categories are important for navigation for both search bots and human visitors. You want to create a hierarchy of categories to help everyone understand your site's content better. You can have parent categories and child categories that fall under each one. So, for example, if you have a site on weight loss, your parent categories might be diet plans, exercise, and mindset. Under the diet plans, your child categories might be calorie deficit, keto, and other types of diets. We'll see you in the next video. Day number 8, put keywords in the post titles and tags. Keywords are very important to the optimization of your niche site. You'll be using these in many places, but to start, make sure they're in the post titles and tags of each piece of content you create. The post title should have a keyword-rich word or phrase in it, as should the headings or subheadings in the content. When you go to publish the post, in addition to selecting a category, you can add keyword tags to the post. We'll see you in the next video. Day number 9, use strategic keywords in your content. Keywords will come in handy with your content creation. Make sure you spend some time carefully collecting and organizing the keywords and phrases that you want to use to rank your site. Never buy into the outdated hype that stuffing your content with keywords will benefit you. In fact, overuse of keywords can sabotage what you're trying to achieve. Also, when it comes to ranking your site, you'll have an easier time ranking for long tail keywords than the broad ones. For example, you rank easier for the keyword weight loss for women over 40 than you would for weight loss by itself. That's because there's more competition targeting the broader, smaller keywords. In each piece of content, try using a variety of words rather, and phrases that relate to your post so that you bring in visitors who go about searching for the same topic in a variety of ways with slightly different language. We'll see you in the next video. Day number 10, utilize alt text to your advantage. Most bloggers insert images into their sites without ever maximizing them for SEO. Your images can help you when it comes to getting traffic to your site. You want to use the alt text to your advantage whenever you include images on your site. What you're basically doing is including a text-based reference for whatever the image is. The title will be what users see when they hover over your image. The alt description is very important for the optimization of your image. So write it carefully and include keywords. Also make sure it relates to the text in your post. We'll see you in the next video. Day 11, get more clicks with effective meta descriptions. If you go to Google right now and type in a topic, you'll see the results page pop up with a list of links. Below each title, you'll see a brief snippet of what the site is about. That's called a meta tag. While it may not be a direct bump indicator, search engines will take notice if more people are clicking through and staying on your site due to the relevancy of your content. You have a code that looks like this: the greater than sign, meta name, the equal sign, description content, the equal sign, and the greater than sign, which is an HTML tag that you can use for up to 160 characters or less that will show up under your listing to help people understand what the site or page is about. We'll see you in the next video. Day 12, start creating value pack posts. For a long time, SEO experts have said not to worry about the length of your blog posts. This was primarily because newbie bloggers would pump a lot of fluff and filler content into the post, and it was basically useless. But now, Google is definitely placing an emphasis on in-depth content. You want long, valuable pieces of information that is comprehensive in nature. So instead of just writing a short 300-word blog post about something very specific, where there's not a whole lot to say, see how much broader you can get and make that one topic a part of an overall, bigger, more informative blog post. We'll see you in the next video. Day 13, spend a day updating outdated information on your site. Outdated information on your site can be very damaging when it comes to search engine optimization. If Google and other search bots see old information on your site, they won't want to send their users to your site. Sometimes the facts and data have changed on your site. Other times you might have old examples used in content that is clearly outdated. All you need to do is go in and refresh whatever information is outdated. You don't want to totally redo the content unless it needs it. You also shouldn't delete it completely and write a new one. Just log into your dashboard, look for posts that could have old information in them, and tweak them to be up to date before you republish. We'll see you in the next video. Day 14, have a good balance of outbound, inbound, and internal links. Links can be important elements in whether or not your site makes it to the top of the SERPs. Sites that have too many people pointing to them as an authority site are bound to get more organic traffic than those who only have a handful. You don't want to involve yourself in shady black hat tactics that try to get you backlinks because those are often exposed and then sites using them are penalized. Instead, stick to creating value packed content that will have sites naturally linking to your pages for the expertise and insight that they share. Not only do you want inbound links showing that you're an authority site, but you want to prove to Google that the places you link out to are good resources. You also want to periodically have internal links from one of your pages to another page within your site, but none of this should be excessive. We'll see you in the next video. Day 15, compress and resize your images. When images take too long to load, you'll lose visitors and search engines will bury your site in the SERPs. Before uploading images to your blog, make sure you optimize them for performance. Basically, you want to reduce the file size. There are different ways to do this. First, start with the good file format. PNG images, for example, might look slightly better, but they're larger than JPG. You can change the file size of your images and process them with a tool like imageresizer.com. This tool will help you to get the best compression and quality for your images. We'll see you in the next video. Day 16, find ways to create sticky content. Search engines want to be the go-to tool people use to find information. They know when they send someone to a site and that person immediately clicks away from it, then that was not the best site to show to them. So you want to make sure your site is sticky. That means when people land on your site, they stick around for a while. The longer they stay, the better. There are different ways to create a sticky site, but nothing works better than delivering great content. Great blogs that successful bloggers publish can help with stickiness by having good content that people just don't want to click away from. You can also use multimedia formats like video to ensure people stay on your site longer. We'll see you in the next video. Day 17, start publishing more frequently. Fresh, up to date blogs often enjoy a higher spot in the SERPs than those who publish new content infrequently. You want to be publishing as often as it makes sense for you to post while maintaining the same level of quality needed to beat the competition. Never adopt a quantity over quality mentality for SEO just because you want to publish more often. It's better to publish 3 value packed posts per week than 70 flimsy content pieces, one for each day of the week. By publishing more often, you'll be training search bots to come back to your site quicker and index your content. If you only publish once every week, then that's how often they'll come. But you can train the bots to index your site within hours if you're frequently publishing. This can help you grow your business strategically. Some niches work better for this than others, such as niches where the information is constantly being refreshed, like the stock market, for example. We'll see you on the next video. Day 18, embrace Google's EAT guidelines. Google is always putting out algorithm advice for their ever evolving changes. You should know that some are evergreen while others get deactivated eventually. With the EAT guidelines, they're looking for expertise, authority, and trust. Your site can achieve a positive expertise ranking by providing links to reputable sources and getting links from other authority sites pointing back to you. You can become an authority site through the use of stellar content, having ample information about your credentials, securing positive reviews or testimonials, and more. The trust they're looking for is in how your visitors will experience your site. Having an SSL certificate is a good start. You also want to make sure your visitors can safely and effectively navigate your site. We'll see you in the next video. Day 19, use social media as an inroad to better SEO. Social media doesn't directly impact your search engine optimization, but there's a definite connection between building awareness about a brand and social media sites. When you can have more people talking about your brand, they'll be creating links to your site. It's the links coming into your domain that will serve you well. The key is to build a brand that meets the needs of your audience, which means creating innovative, informative, and entertaining content that gets shared and engaged with online. See you in the next video. Day 20, cater to voice searches. Voice searches are being used by more individuals on a daily basis. While people used to type things into search engines, they can use their voice on the go or while multitasking instead. Whether they're asking Siri on their smartphone or Alexa on their smart speaker, their voice is what's commanding the information and results that Google provides to them. So you need to cater to this technology. In order to do this, you have to start understanding what your customers are verbalizing. This may be different from what they would type in. For example, they might type in something like best diet fast, while they would verbally say, hey Siri, what's the best diet plan for fast weight loss? These long tail keyword phrases need to be used in your site content to cater to the ever increasing usage of voice searches. You want to use the questions in your post titles and thoroughly answer them so that any follow-up questions are handled. Remember, searchers using voice often use with the query word like who, what, when, where, why, or how. Use these to make sure you fully answer the question. So if you want to write a post about the best diet for weight loss, think about who would be using this and why, like an upcoming wedding or event. Talk about what they need to do to implement it, how it works, and when they can expect results. 2 weeks or a month, for example. Also address what they can do to get more information or buy the product. We'll see you in the next video. Day 21, watch for bounce pages and fix whatever's wrong. There's one thing Google and other search engines look out for, and that's your bounce rate. Sending traffic to where people instantly leave reflects poorly on your site. You can watch your analytics to see how fast people are bouncing from your site and where it's happening. If you see people largely leaving one page of your site, then go in and fix it as quickly as possible. It could be a technical issue like a page loading too slow, or it could be a content issue where the visitor, immediately realizes your site isn't about what they thought it would be. We'll see you in the next video. Day 22, pay attention to sudden drops in traffic. When you're going through the motions of building a site with good authority and reputation, and you're pleased with the traffic, you should never be satisfied with that. Now is the time to stay one step ahead to ensure you don't lose any momentum. There have been many website owners who were thrilled with their organic searches, only to wake up one day and realize their site has been buried in the SERPs, and now they only have a small amount of visitors coming from search engines. This can happen for many reasons, but one is that Google or another search engine has created an algorithm update, and you're simply a victim of it. For example, think of people who relied on keyword stuffing or link farms to help rank their site, only to realize that this is a very bad practice. So now all of their content is useless. If you suddenly experience a drop in traffic or you want to prevent this from happening, make sure you're staying abreast of all of the updates happening in the world of SEO. Sometimes a change can benefit you as it buries others who are doing something wrong, and it inadvertently bumps you up in the rankings. But if you know a change is coming, it can help you make alterations to your site and how you do things in the near future to stop a disaster from happening and enjoy the benefits that come with simple awareness. We'll see you in the next video. Day 23. Use people also ask in Google search to create thorough content. Because of Google and other search engines giving preferential treatment to comprehensive posts, you want to work with what are known as topic clusters. Think of a keyword cloud or mind map where topics closely related to one main idea are all housed together. When you go to Google and type in a topic, if you scroll down the page, you'll see an area called People Also Ask. For example, if you type in best diet for over 40, you'll see things in the People Also Ask area, such as what foods should you avoid at 40, how can a 40-year-old lose weight fast, and how can a woman lose 10 pounds in a month over 40. These are all topics you could weave into one post for comprehensive coverage. You can also go down to the related searches area and find more, such as best diet for over 40 male, how to reduce belly fat after 40 female, hormones and weight gain after 40, and more. We'll see you in the next video. Day 24. Give people options if you're reviewing products. Google has an SEO update that has many primary issues, such as providing answers to queries, multi-language, multimedia content, and more. But one thing you want to do as far as a niche marketer in particular, if you're reviewing products, is making sure all of your posts have multiple options where someone can buy something. So if you're an affiliate promoting survival food buckets, for example, you want to link out to Amazon, Walmart, and anywhere else buyers could find the product. This isn't bad for you because you know buyers have purchasing preferences and it gives you more opportunities to earn commissions, even if it takes a bit longer to initially gather your links. We'll see you in the next video. Day 25. Improve your content's readability. Search engines are looking for pristine content, but not in a traditional way. Instead of content that reads like an encyclopedia, they want consumer-friendly conversational content that's easy to read and absorb. In addition to the tone and style, you want to make sure that there's plenty of white space by breaking up long blocks of text with images and making paragraphs shorter and easier to read. Go through and edit your content to ensure it's free of typos, spelling errors, and overly long sentences, along with other issues. When you can, use bullet points so people can skim through your content. Also, include a hyperlink table of contents so they can get to whatever topic they want to quickly and easily. We'll see you in the next video. Day 26. Include visual elements to your text-based content. One thing search engines are putting a big emphasis on these days is the user experience, also known as UX. The way a person experiences a website results in positive or negative feelings. For example, if the navigation is off, they get flustered. If the site loads slow or the content is poorly written, it's a waste of time. Another thing people want is for the content to consist of more than just text. To optimize your site for search engines, make sure you're utilizing a healthy mix of all media formats that you feel comfortable with, including things like infographics, GIFs, images like quote posters, video, and even audio. We'll see you in the next video. Day 27. Find and fix broken links to improve user experience. There are many reasons Google will penalize your site when it comes to search engine optimization. And one is if your site is full of broken links. The bots that are sent to your site will crawl and index your content and follow the links you have listed. so they all need to be in working order. You can use Google Analytics or other tools to show you what links are leading to a 404 page, an error page. Then you'll need to go to the blog post or page and either update the link so that it works or remove the link completely. We'll see you in the next video. Day 28, capitalize on your ability to rank for trending topics. Trending topics will usually have a lot of people searching for them and fewer sites competing for their attention. That's primarily because most bloggers are late to the party when it comes to writing content about breaking news or trends. Whatever your niche is, try to stay abreast of news or trends you see forming so that you can capture that traffic from search engines. For example, if you're in the health niche and there's a trend to use keto to control blood sugar, or news breaks out about a new treatment, stop whatever it is you're doing and create a valuable post dealing with what people need to know about that topic. We'll see you in the next video. Day 29, leverage your subscriber list for backlinks and social shares. If you need to build backlinks and show that you have people visiting and sticking around your site, be sure to send your email subscribers to your blog whenever you publish new content. Many people focus on getting people to their list only to promote products to them, but they can be a fantastic source of engagement, which includes sharing your links, reviewing your work, and giving you backlinks as an authority figure from their own site. We'll see you on the next and last video. Day 30, learn how to curate, not copy content. Because ongoing and incoming links are an important piece of your SEO strategy, you want to learn how to curate content the right way. Curation is when you gather snippets, quotes, and links or media from other sources and create one post that highlights all of them around a theme. For example, you might be working on a blog post for diabetes nutrition. You can include a quote from an expert, embed a video from someone who explains a concept well, or summarize a strategy in a sentence or two that's shared in depth on another blog, and add your thoughts about what is being shared to the post. You won't copy all of their content, just a small amount, with a link back to the original post or site so that readers can follow it and get more information. You're giving credit to the source, and they will see the link to your post in their own analytics. When they realize they're being used as an authority figure or expert, they will often share the link to your piece with their own blog and social media followers, as well as their email subscribers. This helps you get an incoming link from their authority site and wider engagement as a brand. Like a museum curator, your job will be to gather an exhibit of the best ideas for the overall topic and share them with your audience along with your own interpretation. If you've already been working on building a content site for quite a bit of time, don't worry. Start implementing good SEO habits from this point on, and slowly but surely work through your older content to tweak it so that it's strategically in line with today's search engine requirements and preferences. Take care, guys.